So we're going to simplify algebraic fractions. We already know how to simplify regular fractions, like 6/15. Okay, we can take out a 3 from both of them, and we will end up with 2/5. Another example might be 8/12. We can divide both of those by 4 because they share that factor. We end up with 2/3. Okay. We also know we can do simple things like x squared over x. We know this is really x 2 minus 1 equals x to the first. We're efficient, so we just write x. But we also know this is, we can cross one of these x's off and just become an x to the first like that. Okay, so to simplify algebraic expressions, something you might have done before, we're going to factorize the numerator and denominator, cancel any common factors, and simplify the result. So I'm going to factorize these as much as I can. Well, this term, 2xy and 4x, well, there's nothing I can do there. So I'm already done with the first step. Now I'm going to cancel any common factors. A 2 and a 4. Well, that's my common factors there. So I can divide a 2 from both of these things. All right, and I will get 1 over 2. With my x's, I have an x and an x. Well, x over x, I can cross that out. I don't need it anymore. And a y, there's nothing on the bottom, so I just have a y. Now I have 1 times y over 2. That doesn't look very pretty. If I combine those, 1 times y is y. On the bottom, I just have 2. Over here, okay, x plus 2 over 6. All right, these are two different terms. So if I want to simplify this, if I want to factorize it, okay, well, I need to use both terms. So something a lot of students might do would be, well, this is a 2, this is a 6. If I divide both of these by 2, because they're both even, then I'll get something like x, and then on the bottom I'll have a 3. Well, you, like many other students, would be incorrect. Okay, so what we need to do actually is we need to separate them out. X plus 6 over x over 6 plus 2 over 6. And then we can reduce from there. This, nothing we can do, but 2 over 6 we know can be 1/3. And that is as well done as that can do. However, I would actually just leave it like this. I think this is a much better looking answer than this one here. Okay, go ahead and pause it, give these a shot, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, so hopefully you crossed out our A's here. On the top we were left with a D. On the bottom we just have a 2. Not much more we can do, so D over 2. On this one, A squared over A. Alright, so this is just becomes A to the first. This A goes away. A B and a C, there's not much we can do there. So we're just left with A, B over C. All right, again, pause it and then try them. Okay, so 3a to the 4th over negative a squared. On this one, I'm going to just do the same thing. I'm going to separate it out. This negative right here, I can rewrite that as -1 because these all have an invisible 1 in front of them. Okay, a to the 4th a squared. 3 over -1, well, that's just -3. A to the 4th over a squared. Well, we know that that can just be, we can take out that 2 there, so that'll go away, and divided by 2 equals a squared. So we're just left with on the top, so our answer is 3a squared, because these parts will simplify and then these parts will simplify and we put them together. Looking over here, 3x squared plus over x, so I'm going to square both parts. So I'm going to get 3 squared x squared over x, and then I can start to go from there. So I will get 9x squared over x. This 9 can't do anything. We don't have anything that can factor with. So that 9 is going to come over here. X squared over x. Well, that should just simply be then this x is going to go away. We're going to take one of our x's away, and that'll just become x. So we should get 9x for our answer here. Can c plus 8 be simplified by canceling common factors? So we already did one like this. Hopefully we realize that if I want to cancel some common factors, well, c doesn't share anything with 4. We don't know what c is, so we can't do anything. We can do 8, but since we can't do c, there's not much we can do. Unless we come down here and we want to write this as a sum of 2 parts. Okay, so that is our sum of 2 parts. So my first part is c over 4, and my second part is 8 over 4. C over 4, I can't do anything, I can't divide, but 8 over 4 I can. So that's going to end up being c over 4, and 8 over 4 is just 2. So these are my 2 parts. A sum of 2 parts. That's my expression there. Okay, our last ones, our challenging ones here. So, again, we want to factorize the numerator and denominator, cancel any common factors, simplify the result. So let's factorize the numerator, 2a plus 4. Okay, with a 2a plus 4, I can take a 2 out. That leaves me with a, and if I divide 4 by 2, I get 2. On the bottom, I still have a 2 from here. If I cancel any common factors, so if I cancel any common factors here, well, a plus 2 is a factor, and 2 is a factor. On the bottom, my only factor is 2, so I can cross these out, and that just leaves me with a plus 2. Done. On this one, okay, pause the video, try this, and then we'll do it. Okay, so we should factorize this. We will, on this, I have a 2x squared plus a 4x. Okay, they both have an x, so I know I can take an x out. And they're both even, so I know I can take a 2 out. And if I take a 2 out of here, that'll, as much as I can. And if I take a 2 out of here, that gives us what we'll get, right? So this will be, if I take a 2x out, I will be left with just an x on this side. And this is, so this is 2x squared divided by 2x equals, these cross out, these go away, just leaving an x right here, and then 4x divided by 2x, because that's our greatest common factor, leaves me with these x's cross out, and 4 divided by 2 is just 2. Okay, and then on the bottom we still have that 2, and we want to simplify the result, cancel any common factors. So (2x), this is my common factor, this 2 right here. So I'm left with x times x plus 2. Okay, and it asks us to simplify our result. So we need to simplify this out. This is a factored result. We want to simplify it. Okay, so I need to distribute this x. So I'm going to get x squared plus 2x. That's my answer